Hi, friends. I am here today to share with you the ultimate manifestation story, otherwise known as the best day of my life. So, about 10 years ago, I was going to New York, and I had been a Regis and Kelly fan for as long as I could remember. And before Kelly, it was Kathie Lee. My mom, my grandma, and I used to always watch it, and our favorite part was the host chat. So, basically, in the beginning of the show, they sit there and have their coffee and they talk about current events, what's happening with them the day before, and they play this super fun trivia game where basically people write in and send a postcard to where they're from, and then Regis and Kelly call them, kind of surprise them, and ask them a question about the previous day's show. If they get that question correct, then they get to pick a number between 1 and however big the audience is. So let's say they say 1 in 100. And the person usually will pick a number like 50, and then they get a prize, and so does the person on the phone, right? And so to intro this little gig, they have what's called trivia dancers. And the dancers come out and they just kind of like act like goofballs in front of this like Regis and Kelly film screen kind of thing. And it just is like a fun little stupid gig, and it's what they do every morning. So as soon as I knew I was going to New York, I was like, I am going to go to Regis and Kelly, and I'm going to be the frickin' trivia dancer on that show. But it's not that easy, right? You have to get tickets and all of that. So I wrote in 20 letters to them to get tickets, and I didn't get tickets. So I was kind of bummed out, but I thought, you know what? It doesn't even matter because I'm still going to be on the show. So I got up in New York at 5 in the morning. This was about Christmas, like Thanksgiving time actually. So it was really cold. And I got up. I put lashes on because I knew I was going to be on stage. I did put a hat on because I didn't want my hair to be frizzy by the time I was on stage. And I just had it in my head. I was going down there and I was going to be this dancer. So we got to the place, I believe around like 5:15, 5:30. And we get to the line, the standby line, and there's already 4 people in the line. And I'd heard, obviously, the least people, the better, because they just take as many as they can. So the 2 people in front of me in the very front were just like 2 girlfriends. And then there was a dad and a daughter, and then me and the person I came with. And then we were like the only 6 for a long time, because who the hell's getting up in New York weather to wait in line at 5:30 in the morning besides me? So about 7 o'clock, 7:15, some people that actually work for the show start to, kind of like come out and say, if you're in the regular line that you don't have standby and you have any extra tickets, you have to give them to us, because then we start to give them to the standby line. And if you're in the standby line past a certain point, you should just go home because you're not going to make it on. So I'm like, oh God, this is getting nerve-wracking. A little bit later, someone comes in and says, I have 2 tickets. So the first 2 people in the line end up getting in. And then a little bit later, this girl comes up and says, I have 1 ticket. So automatically I think, oh gosh, like I'm only gonna have 1 person in front of me, like we're gonna get in. But then I figure out that you can't get in if you're underage, so that girl can't get in with her dad. So now they have 1 ticket, and I'm like, obviously it's gonna be me. I told the person I came with that morning, if it comes down to both of us, I'll see you later, So I'm like, I'm in, I'm freaking out, I'm dancing all around, jumping up and down. The person that gave me the ticket probably wished that she never gave me the ticket, I'm telling you. So I end up getting in the line, and then not but like 10 minutes later, I see the person I came with walking back to get in line too, because he got a ticket also. So I'm like, we're doing this, we're going in. So we get inside, they wrangle us all in, and they tell us how it's going to go down when we get inside. And they say, before we start, is there anybody here today that wants to be the trivia dancer? And I swear she's like, is there anybody that wants to be the trivia dancer? And I was like, I do! And I look back and I see the person I came with just like, oh boy, she's freaking doing it, right? And she's like, all right, come with me. But I wasn't the only person that did it. So me and about like 5 or 6 other girls get walked back. We walk inside and she says, put your stuff anywhere you want. And I'm like looking at the set and the stage. I'm like, oh my God, I'm freaking here. Like I made it in. And so they basically let you put your stuff anywhere. I'm like, well, why wouldn't I put my stuff in the front row? Hello. And so I put my stuff in the front row, and then I go in the back to what's like their green room or whatever, and she basically tells us all just to start dancing. No music, nothing. And I had told everyone at home, if I get on there, I'm going to do a booty shake. Like, don't you worry. Like, I will not disappoint, okay? But there was no music, nothing. So I just kind of danced a little bit, and she told us to all go back to our seats, and she would come out and let us know who got it. So she comes out, she tells this girl that she got it, she tells me that I didn't get it. And I'm obviously disappointed, right? Like, hello. So the person I was with kind of says, you know, like, we're here. I'm like, we're here, you're so right. Like, I don't care, it doesn't matter, I'm here. And so the show starts, and Regis and Kelly come out and they say, before everything starts, that they're actually going to film extra shows that day because they want to have some content for like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and days that they're going to be taking off soon. So if anyone has to leave afterwards, they know, but if you want to stay, you get extra shows. So I'm like, of course, we're freaking staying. So they start the whole thing. They do the trivia dancer. The girl that was a trivia dancer, I mean, she did okay, you know? So after the whole thing is over, and I'm just like on cloud nine, like I just watched Regis and Kelly. I don't freaking care. They come up and they say, for the next couple shows, we're going to need another trivia dancer. And so I'm like, me. And she's like, looks at me kind of like, you again, you know? And she goes, all right, come with me. So she brings me in the back and she tells me that the reason she didn't pick me the first time was because I wasn't animated enough. Let that sit there for a moment. I wasn't animated enough. I'm like, girl, it was 7 freaking a.m. It is now 9 o'clock and I've seen Regis and Kelly. Don't you worry. I will bring it, okay? So just let me out there. Just let me go. So I go out there and they announce me and I come out and I do my dance. I do my booty shake. It was amazing. It was like what I was meant to do, you know? And then Regis goes like, oh my gosh, Jacqueline is very sexy. And then Kelly said like, yeah, she did a great job, whatever. And I felt so happy and my heart was so content. I came and I did what I was supposed to do. So then I go and sit back down and the person that they call for the trivia wins the question, right? And they say, okay, pick a number between 1 and whatever. Well, when I sat down, because I put my stuff in the first chair, I was number 1. And I said, I'm going to win the prize. Like, I'm getting real cocky now, right? I'm going to win the prize because when they call people, they kind of get stumped and they're so excited and they don't know what to do. So like 9 out of 10 times, they will say 1 or whatever the end number is, like 1 or 105, whatever it is, because they just heard those numbers, right? And she goes, number 1. And I jump up like, oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? And even Kelly's mouth is like, she's like, it's our dancer. Like she's like mouthing it. Because I can't remember now if it was the actual one I danced for or the next one because they filmed 2 more. And I think it was the second one. So I think I'd been sitting down for a minute. And it's all a blur because it was so exciting, right? And so she was like, it's our dancer. And I'm like, it's me, Kelly, it's me. So I won a $500 gift certificate to Bed Bath & Beyond. I was the trivia dancer. I mean, like, it was everything. It was everything I wanted and more, right? I just wanted to get it. And then I wanted to be the trivia dancer. And then I wanted to sit in the front row. And then it's like, oh my gosh, the universe was like, and here you go, and here you go, and here you go. You're having a good day, here's some more. And so it just was so freaking beyond. Like, it blows my mind even sitting here telling you all this story. I still can't believe it. And I'm sitting there texting from the show. You're not supposed to have your phone inside. And I'm texting my mom. It's like probably 3 in the morning in San Jose. And I'm just like, I'm going to be on the show. Oh no, I didn't get to be the dancer. Oh no, now I am the dancer. She's like, this is an emotional freaking roller coaster right now. This is the picture of me up there. And I always keep this in my room. So whenever I feel like I can't do something, I look at it and think, girl, you can do anything you put your mind to. This might be the silliest thing ever, but to me, it was not only the greatest day ever that I felt like a high forever from, but it just proved to me how powerful my mind was and how great the universe is and how you can do anything your mind wants and dream the biggest, silliest dream ever, right? So after everything was done, I, of course, talked to Regis and Kelly, and they were like, that never happened. That's so crazy. I took pictures with them, and Regis signed some stuff for me to bring to my mom, and he was like, you know, teasing me like, do you dance like that at home? I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So anyways, that is my manifestation story. I should actually tell myself this story more often because it's just such a beautiful reminder of the power that we have and the capabilities that we have. And even when I didn't get to be the dancer the first time, to sit back in gratitude for where I was and appreciate the fact I was there probably changed everything for me because it made me get back into a place of joy to receive the ultimate blessing I was about to get. So that is my story. I hope you find it as entertaining as I still do. So have a good day.